Welcome to the Report Connection. This is Tommy, and this report is on your Indy Fed news from April 29th. Bang TV report from WWE Hall of Famer Gerald Briscoe to appear on Bang TV. As a Hall of Famer, Gerald Briscoe will be making a special appearance on Bang TV. Support your troops. 104 Ultimate Impact coming to Bang TV soundstage in Ocala, Florida, Saturday, May 24th. Showtime, 7 p.m. with doors opening at 6:15 p.m. The card will feature a battle for the Women's Championship with Hollywood Heather defending the Women's Championship belt against Jessica Powerhouse Hill. Also appearing on the card, former NWA World Champion Dory Funk Jr., World Champion Hector Tano Alicia, Lorenzo Good, Dalton Delich, Chris Duff, Larkins, Noah Macer, Jordan Decker, Derek Steele, Claudia, The Claw Reef, Paulette Carter, and more. For tickets to support your troops, 104 Ultimate Impact and training info, go to dory-funk.com or you may call 352-895-4658 for training and ticket info. So if you want to get your butt out there and get on the Indy Feds, try your luck there. Now on Bang TV at dory-funk.com from the Sportatorium and the Armory in Tampa, Florida, Dory and Terry Funk versus Jack and Jerry Briscoe with commentary by the Dean of Professional Wrestling announcers, Gordon Soley. Of course, probably old. Visit Dory and Marty Funk on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or get an autographed photo of Dory Funk Jr. at the website dory-funk.com/bt-20.html. EMLL results from 425 Arena Mexico. Dragon Lee 2 versus Sensi. Dragon Lee 2 and Sensi defeated Esperi 2, Negro, and Zayco. Match number 2, Estrelita Marcela Silhouette defeated Las Ladies del Polanco, Princess Blanca, and Princesa Suji. La Seductora with Blanca accidentally taking out Suji on a dive. Then afterwards, they shoved each other. Match number 3. En busca de un ídolo, Super Halcon Jr. 29 beat Soberano 28. Guess this was a number kind of like Battle Royal. And then Busha Idolo defeated Ray Hitchero. Number 37 defeated Star Jr. 31, who actually got a perfect score of 10 from Tarantus. Shocker was back to judge, and Valiente was the guest judge. Los Guerreros, Laguneros, Euphoria, Gran Guerrero, and Ultimo Guerrero defeated Atlantis, Brazo, De Plata, Maximo with UG demanding that Atlantis face him in a mask versus match. Mask versus match. And wanted him to threaten to quit, as well as if the match isn't made. Match number 6, Mystico second. Titus, there's a Titan, and Volador Jr. defeated Dragon, Rojo, Polvora, and Puma King subbing for Ray Scorpion. The big story here was after the match when La Mascara, Rush, La Sombra were coming out for their next match, they met Mystico, Titan, and Volador as they were leaving, which prompted a brawl between the two and was followed by the others fighting each other, including brothers Rush and Mystico. Match number 7, Negro Casas, Mr. Niebla, Shocker, defeated La Mascara, Brush, La Sombra with Niebla wanting a shot at Mascara. Primary EMLL tag titles afterwards. After the show, it was implied that Mascara Rush Hombre has formed a new trio called Los Bad Boys. We'll see more on that. More independent scene on the 40424 from Plaza de Toros. I don't speak Spanish very well. Relasario de Puebla. Match number 1, Cancerbero and Raziel defeated Delta and Starman. Match number 2, Ray Coimta and Triton defeated Chigio Okamura and Sangre Azteca. Match number 3, Blue Panther and Brazo de Plata defeated Dragon, Rojo, and Ray Bocarano. Match number 4, La Tercia Sensation, Marco Coleon, Maximo, and Rush defeated Los Guerreros Laguneros, Euphora, Niebla, Roja, and Ultimo Guerrero. On the 23rd, from Arena Nakalpan, match number 1, Latigo defeated Zergog. Match number 2, Hip Hop Man and Kaling Black defeated Alpha and Omega. Match number 3, Dr. Cerebro and Golden Magic defeated Facundo Jr. and Ray Cruz. Match number 4, Hijo del Mascara and Dos Mil defeated Hijo del Pirata Morgan and MA2K, challenging Pirata for a shot at his IWRG Intercontinental Middleweight title. After the match, and in match number 5, your main event, Hijo del Lismark and Toscano fought Eterno and Pirata Morgan to a draw. And Promociones Pacifico on the 23rd, Contra German Effers defeated Mazatlan. Match number 2, Dragon Lee 2, Robin and Star Jr. defeated Espanto Jr., Rebelde, and Verdugo Nazi. Match number 3, Principe, Kisho, Rudy Santana, Soberano defeated El Barbaro, Cavernario, Espiritu Negro, Hooligan. Match number 4, Magnus, Stigma, Stuka Jr., Titus defeated Esfinge, Misterioso 2, Niebla, Roja, and Vangelis by disqualification with Misterioso fouled Titan and ripped off his mask. Match number 5, Diamante Azul, Maximo Misco's second, Valiente defeated Mr. Aguila, Mephisto, Euphoria, and Mephisto. And your main event was Relevos Incredibles. That's a tag team of Rush, Volador Jr., and Averno defeating Los Sombra, Damien, El Terrible, and Shocker by disqualification when Shocker fouled Rush. For those that missed Jeff Jarrett's recent video on his new promotion, he claimed that he now has a working relationship with AAA in Mexico. The working relationship between AAA and TNA was rocky from the very beginning, with the source revealing that the working relationship, using their words, was doomed from the start when AAA officials complained that TNA talent cost way too much money to book and that some wrestlers had to have appearances negotiated directly with their agents and not through TNA. The final wrestler to appear on behalf of TNA in Mexico was Matt Morgan. AAA also had a number of legal issues on their hands when using and promoting the AAA brand in the United States. Because of a previous agreement with the promoters of Lucha Libre USA Masked Warriors, AAA was unable to use any of their branding on American television without prior consent from LL USA. This meant physically promoting the AAA brand and logo was nearly impossible on TNA television beyond a passing verbal remark. Jeff Jarrett, who held the AAA Mega World Heavyweight title, would regularly appear on TNA television with the belt covered up. Another point of friction was said that to have been TNA looking for a luchador to join their roster on a more permanent basis. Following a trip to Mexico last year when TNA officials Al Snow and Bruce Pritchard, the decision was made to find their own luchador from the Mexican independent scene to join the roster instead of constantly booking one luchador from AAA on a regular basis to showcase. The idea was eventually nixed, but was relived when Extreme Tiger, now called Tiger Uno in TNA, began contacting major promotions and independents for opportunities to work in the United States. By then, however, the two promotions were very distant from each other, with AAA focusing on resolving their legal issues and working production relationship with producer Mark Burnett. Another point of interest is a source close to GFW. Global Force Wrestling has revealed to us that the former wrestler turned promoter and DJ Brandon Baxter is rumored to have joined GFW. So far, that's the first talent as has been reported. And Baxter helped promote TNA events around the Jonesboro, Arkansas area. Baxter wrestled in the early to late 90s for independent promotions in the area. He also served as a promoter and as a member of the creative team for a number of small promotions in the Memphis territories. His last bit of promotional work for TNA was met with very mixed results. Originally scheduled pro wrestling debut of David Benoit, the son of the late Chris Benoit, this July is now apparently off, according to a report by Dave Meltzer. David was scheduled to make his debut for Hart Legacy Wrestling promotion in Calgary, which has had numerous problems since it started, as his tag team partner was going to be Chavo Guerrero, and it turns out that they never have actually been properly. That Smith has not been, David Benoit has not been properly trained yet. Smith Hart reportedly convinced David to work the show, feeling it would be good and garner attention and help the show draw a good crowd. The word got out that David was booked for the show. Former WWE star Chris Jericho, who has been close with David since his death of his father, contacted the promotion and was described as being furious about them advertising David for a match as he has not been trained for. Chavo Guerrero Jr. ended up pulling out of the show as well not long afterwards, and this is the point. It doesn't appear that David will be wrestling or appearing. According to the report, Smith Hart told Jericho that David wouldn't be wrestling and would instead be simply making an appearance for an angle. Chavo was said to have been told that David was properly trained when it turns out he hasn't taken part in any wrestling schools, which he was suggested by WWE to get trained by Lance Storm numerous times when he sent out feelers showing interest in becoming a wrestler. Thanks to the source of the Wrestling Observer newsletter. Saturday, May the 10th, 2014. Results by Adam Martin. Chris Devitt by Twitter announcing his official departure from New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's been reported for months now that WWE has extended an offer to Devitt. Devitt is scheduled to take part in events in Ireland this summer. Global Force Wrestling to do a fantasy draft on May the 11th. I haven't seen any results from that. That news came on May the 8th by Jason Namako. Global Force Wrestling issued the following announcement. All right, GFW fans, here's your chance to get involved. We want your input. We know you've already been thinking about the possibilities. What if blah, blah, blah joins the Force? Yeah. Luke Skywalker has joined the Force. NFL draft starts Thursday, but the Global Force Wrestling fantasy draft starts on Monday. Put on your general manager hat and put together a list of 5 wrestlers, 4 male and 1 female, that you would make your top picks. Post your list on the Facebook page or on Twitter using the hashtag #GFWGM. The only other instructions besides 4 men and 1 woman is to confine your choices to independent wrestlers. That's anybody from TEW, maybe, or League of Lions. That's the only two that I know of local right now. TASW, anybody like that from Humble, Texas. Mason Ryan's first post-WWE appearance confirmed for Pro Wrestling Syndicate has passed along this note. Pro Wrestling Syndicate is happy to announce that the former WWE star and FCW heavyweight champion Mason Ryan will be making his in-ring PWS debut on Saturday, June the 7th in Rahway, New Jersey at PWS Supercard 2014. The question now becomes who will step up to face this Welsh monster. Batista's friend. Already announced for PWS Supercard 2014 are stars Bret Hart, Booker T, Zach Gowen, Al Snow, Buff Bagwell, Low Key, Rhino, Lance Hoyt, Davey Boy Smith Jr., Colt Cabana, Hurricane Helm, Starman, Mario Baccara, Bonesaw, Reality Check, the Reynolds Brothers, Blue Meanie, Nova, Baron Von Raschke, Carlos Colon, and Superfly Snuka. Wait a minute. BWO is represented there, but only two of them. I guess. Stevie Richards, that's retired. Completely. Tickets available for PWS Pro Wrestling Syndicate.com for only minimal $20. GFW Fantasy Draft continues. It ran through Sunday, May 11th and coincides with the final day of the NFL Draft. Results from 425 and 426. Big Time Wrestling results from Pennsylvania. Wednesday, April 30th. Results by Jason Namaco. Thomas Rude sent this in. Pennsylvania results. Ford City, Big Time Wrestling at the Ford City High School. Danny Miles pinned Chris LaRusso. Toto Loco defeated Chris Taylor and Bandino Davis. The Nasty Boys defeated Chie and Bam. Flex Armstrong pinned Jeff Jarrett. What? The Patriot, Jake Mistake Roberts, and Craig Costa defeated Gregory Edwards, Jim Preston, and Brian Mitchell. Sabu pinned the King of Extreme, Shane Douglas. I don't know if he's King of Extreme, but anyways. Altoona-Big Time Wrestling at the Jaffa Shrine. Craig Costa pinned Jimmy Norris. Jake Mistake Roberts and Patriot defeated the Ladies Men. The Nasty Boys defeated T.A. and Brandino Davis. Flex Armstrong pinned Jeff Jarrett again. Shane Douglas pinned Bam. I guess Sam Bamshaw. And Sabu pinned Crowbar. WrestleView.com's own Josh Boutwell sent this in for aiwf-sxw from May the 3rd, 2014 results. Daleville, Alabama, preview by Josh Boutwell of WrestleView. Saturday, May the 3rd, SXW returned to Daleville, Alabama, and will be locally headlined by an exciting AIWF World Heavyweight Championship bout featuring Justin Overstreet defending against Puerto Rican high flyer Lucha Locora. Overstreet has defended his new title over the South since winning it and will return home to Daleville to defend it once again. He made his first successful defense last month in Daleville against Atlanta, Georgia native Raphael King in a fantastic title match. Now Overstreet must defend against a completely different type of opponent in the exciting high-flying Lucha Locora. Lucha Locora has become one of the most popular and exciting wrestlers on the Gulf Coast over the last year, wrestling for promotions like CSW and NHW in Florida. This will be his first appearance in SXW and his first shot at the AIWF World Heavyweight Championship. Last month it was the big, powerful Raphael King, and now Overstreet must face a high-flying, fast, exciting Lucha Locora instead. It could end up being one of the most exciting matches in SXW that has ever had. Also on the card is Egotastic Faces, Big John Harley in a handicap match, and a team of Preston Weston III and Nathan Phoenix defending the SXW Tag Team titles against Mr. Roll Tide himself, Michael Enfinger and Chris Bracken. And the heavyweight champion, Death Row, Dark Rage, Nathan Beast, SXW, United States champion, Street Bandit, Thomas Shock, and more are also scheduled to compete at the event. The show takes place at the VFW in Daleville, Alabama on Highway 84 East. Admission is only $8 for adults, $5 for kids, 6 to 12, and kids under 5 are free. For more info, you can visit them on Facebook.com/SXW Wrestling /home. Also, former WCW star Glacier will be holding a wrestling seminar in Daleville on July 12th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. The price to be part of that seminar is $30 and must be paid in advance. And limiting the seminar to only 20 students. Glacier will handpick a number of wrestlers from the seminar to get a spot on the SXW card later that evening. All students that attend the seminar are given a training manual written by Glacier himself. I might contact him and see if a former friend of mine off the internet, who also used to wrestle for SXW. G Money. For more info, again, you can contact Kevin by email, kevin36303@yahoo.com, or Canes fan is CANES fan @msn.com, or by telephone 334-201-8852 or 334-596-0163, or just go to the link on Facebook and contact them on their Facebook page. Women's Superstars Uncensored posted the following on their Facebook. Effective immediately, Jessica Havoc has been stripped of the WSU World title and is banned for life from competing in Women's Superstar Uncensored. Based on her performance at Mutiny in February, Athena had been selected to replace Havoc against Ufisto in the main event of the Queen and King on May the 10th in Voorhees, New Jersey, a bout which will determine the new WSU World Champion. And now from Ring of Honor Wrestling.com, it's hard to believe that the New Japan Ring of Honor Super Shows are just around the corner. Global Wars of War of the Worlds on May 10th and 17th are the hottest tickets around and are already sold out, but you can see both events live on iPay-per-view. This is just the start of a very special relationship. Follow the ROH Ustream channel. I did not get the link where you can order both events in HD, and they're only $14.95. For more, again, you can go to ROHWrestling.com for more info. Global Wars on May the 10th in Toronto will see matches officially sanctioned by New Japan Pro Wrestling that will give the fans the best wrestling from Japan on North American soil. As exciting as the New Japan matches will be, the wind-up to the event will be the highly anticipated main event between Adam Cole and Kevin Steen. Steen has been one of the best competitors all year in Ring of Honor, but he has never received a rematch for the title that he lost last year at Supercard of Honor. Can Kevin Steen make history and win the Ring of Honor title for the second time in the same town, almost 2 years to the same date? Also, Global Wars will see the long-awaited Ring of Honor return of Alex Shelley. Yes, the Motor City Machine Guns may make their return together. Shelley is a world travel competitor who has established himself as one of the top wrestlers on the planet. Of course, there's also another tag team headed to Ring of Honor, and that's none other than Bad Attitude of Christopher Daniels and Kazarian. Again, he has established himself as one of the top wrestlers on the planet in many major organizations such as TNA. Shelley was involved in some of the best technical matches Ring of Honor has ever seen between 2004 and 2006. His classic bouts can be seen on his new 2-disc DVD, Alex Shelley, made in Detroit. Shelley will be teaming with his New Japan partner, Kushida, known as the Time Splitters. They will challenge for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Titles against the Forever Hooligans and champions, the Young Bucks, in a 3-way tag title match. Good old JR recently stated on his top-rated podcast, The Ross Report, that he will be attending Global Wars in Toronto as a fan and is excited to see the star-studded event showcasing the best in pro wrestling from around the world. This Hall of Famer has seen decades of classic matches, so you will know that this is a major event. And when he's attending as a fan, good old JR isn't alone, as media from around the world will be in attendance covering one of the biggest shows of the year for the sport. Experience the show live and on demand by purchasing that event. War of the Worlds on Saturday, May the 17th at the Hammerstein Ballroom in New York City will be an unforgettable night for wrestling fans. The event will see Ring of Honor talent face off against New Japan talent in a true war between two worlds. There are still matches to be announced for an upcoming New Japan event on May the 3rd in Fukuoka that will have a huge impact on the IWGP Heavyweight Championship match, as current champion Kazuchika Okada will defend against AJ Styles. The winner of that match will defend against Michael Elgin on May 17th. Going into the War of the Worlds, we could see Kevin Steen as Ring of Honor champion, AJ Styles as IWGP Heavyweight Champion, and either Jay Lethal, Silas Young, Tommaso Ciampa, or Matt Taven as Ring of Honor World TV Champion. The atmosphere should be very special for Michael Bennett versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. At War of the Worlds, Bennett has stated that when I slap my one-of-a-kind, never ever seen before hold, the go back to Japan on Tanahashi, it will never have more meaning. And receive a memo that R.D. Evans will be in attendance at Global Wars in Toronto as well. Supercard of Honor, Roderick Strong defeated Cedric Alexander in a great one-on-one match, but members of the decade were integral in Strong's victory. In light of that, plus what we saw on the latest edition of Ring of Honor TV, a rematch has been signed at Global Wars for Roderick Strong and Cedric Alexander will once again lock horns. But the decade is banned from ringside. This is Cedric's big moment and could be a defining moment in his career. The week of Ring of Honor TV, Unbreakable Michael Elgin battled New Japan Rocky Romo for the first time ever in the main event. In addition, Tommaso Ciampa goes one-on-one with Roderick Strong. Romantic Touch faces Silas Young and Jimmy Jacobs battle Corey Hollis. And again, you can see Ring of Honor TV in your area. Just go to their Facebook page. The summer of 2014 will be the hottest yet for Ring of Honor on June the 6th and 7th as they hit Carbondale and Collinsville, Illinois on the road to Best in the World. On night one, Ring of Honor officials have decided to give a huge opportunity to the athletes not currently in regular world title contention. The Carbondale 6 men will face each other in a 6-man mayhem scramble. The 6 participants were chosen at random from a pool of 12, and they include Kyle O'Reilly, ACH, Silas Young, Caprice Coleman, Matt Taven, and Cedric Alexander. One of those men will face the Ring of Honor champion in the main event. And the Ring of Honor champion should be either Adam Cole, Kevin Steen, or Jushin Thunder Liger. On night 2 in Collinsville, Michael Bennett has another huge opportunity when he faces Unbreakable Michael Elgin. And Elgin says he's the best in the world. Well, he's still in CM Punk's line. Bennett claims that he can beat the best despite all the whining from Ring of Honor fans. Tickets for both events are available on their website probably, or on iPay-per-view for Carbondale and for Collinsville. Latest edition of Ring of Honor TV is now available to all members and features Jay Lethal making his first World TV title defense against New Japan's Alex Kozlov. In addition, Cedric Alexander battles against BJ Whitmer, and ACH faces Andrew Everett in a high-flying showcase. Plus, Ring of Honor World Champion Adam Cole and Matt Hardy have something to say about that. Fans in the Sunshine State get ready because Ring of Honor is returning to Florida for the first time since April 2012. Ring of Honor debuts at the Lakeland Center on 701 West Lime Street, Lakeland, Florida, 33815 on Saturday, October 25th at 7:30 p.m. with a national TV taping. Tickets are on sale now for ringside members and then go on sale for the general public on May the 2nd at 10 a.m. Tickets will be sold exclusively by the Lakeland Center and can be purchased by going to their website and ringside members for the pre-sale code. Second edition of the Fish Tank is now available. Ring of Honor returns to Philadelphia in the National Guard Armory on Saturday, August the 9th at 7:30 p.m. for the Stop on the Summer Heat Tour. Tickets on sale now. Go to the website. If you are not yet a ringside member, but would like to get the best available seats, go to sign up. The ringside membership start at only $7.99 a year, or $7.99 a month. That's the same price of, if you're already a member of Netflix, that's the same price. Just recently, Netflix sent me a notice. For new members, it will be $8.99. Yes, they are going up another $1 a month. The debut of The Future of Honor from April 18th in Newville, Pennsylvania, now available on video on demand at a discounted price. The Future of Honor allows professional wrestlers who are potential Ring of Honor future stars the opportunity to compete in the ring in officially sanctioned Ring of Honor matches. The debut event saw 8 big matches consisting exclusively of Ring of Honor seminar tryout students, Ring of Honor Dojo graduates, and select Ring of Honor stars. The event was bare bones and raw, but produced great matches from top to bottom in front of an electrifying crowd. No, The Rock was out there, so it wasn't very electrifying. We are very happy to with the first event of that was looking into another Future of Honor event in late summer. Check out this Jimmy Jacobs interview from Slam. Go to Slam Wrestling on that. Voice of Ring of Honor Kevin Kelly records a new podcast every other Wednesday, found at placetobenation.com. Kevin's guests have included World Champion Adam Cole, the phenomenal one AJ Styles, Michael the Prodigy Bennett, Hampton and more, and check out Kevin Kelly's show today. Unbreakable Michael Elgin and Jay Briscoe have the best win-loss records so far in 2014. In fact, neither man has been pinned this year. We will have a great selection of new Ring of Honor merchandise at Global Wars and War of the Worlds as they advertise. Flying High was released on DVD this past Tuesday and includes the first time in Ring of Honor match of the phenomenal AJ Styles taking on the knockout artist Chris Hero. An exciting match with Unbreakable Michael Elgin versus Cedric Alexander and Mr. Wrestling Kevin Steen taking on Red Dragon's Bobby Fish. You'll order that and go to their site as well. Speaking of great merchandise, the new Jimmy Jacobs and BJ Whitmer DVD is a fantastic recap of one of the greatest feuds in Ring of Honor history. Both members of the decade sit down and talk for 90 minutes about their past, present, and future. Order this very special DVD right now. May the 2nd, results from Day of Defiance results from Marionette Park, Illinois. Hashtag Walking Weapon defeated Brett Gakia. Match number 2, Christian Faith defeated Malachi Matthews. Match number 3, AAW Heritage Champion Matt Cage defeated CJ Esparza to retain the title. Match number 4, Keith Walker defeated Ryan Bowles. B-O-Z. Balls, whatever you call it. 5, Juntai Miller, Heidi Lovelace, Candice LeRae, and Marion Fontaine defeated Marcus Crane, Dan Lawrence, Joey Ryan, and Vita Scott. Match number 6, the House of Truth defeated Merrick Brave and Losers. Match number 7, Jimmy Jacobs versus Kevin Steen went to a no contest after Shane Hollister interfered. Match number 8, AAW champion Shane Hollister Wisconsin defeated Jimmy Jacobs and Kevin Steen to retain the title. Match number 9, AAW Tag Team Champions Men of the Year defeated Jake Christ and Walking Weapon Subbing for Jake Christ. Well, in the latter match to retain the titles. Match number 10, Tyler Jones defeated Eddie Kingston in a steel cage match. Also on May the 2nd, FIP established dominance. Results from Ybor City, Florida. Match number 1, Trevor Lee defeating John Skyler, Tim Donst, Blake Edwards, Bellicus, Aaron Solo, and Jason Cade to earn a FIP title shot. Match number 2, Gran Akuma defeated Aaron Epic. Match number 3, Zane Riley and Earl Cooter defeated Jason Rance and Josh Hess with MSL in the corner. And number 4 match, Caleb Conley with Sue Young defeated Jesus De Leon. Match number 5, FIP Heritage Champion Lance Dorado defeated Harlem Bravado with Larry Dallas to retain the title. Match number 6, the Savages with Trina Michaels defeated Los Benandejos with Leva by disqualification. Match number 7, Eminem defeated Sasos Rivera and Jack Gallo with Larry Dallas. I wonder if that's Mercury and what's his face? Morrison. Match number 8, FIP champion Trent Beretta defeated Trevor Lee to retain the title. CZW Tag Team Champions, the Juicy Product, defeated FIP Tag Team Champions Roderick Strong and Rick Swan to win the titles. Congratulations to the Juicy Product, wherever they are. And that source thanks to PWPonderings.com. aiwf-sxw Wrestling. More news on that. Thanks to Josh Boutwell of WrestleView.com. As a SXW returned to the VFW in Daleville this weekend, headlined by the first ever meeting of the 2 of the top young wrestlers on the Indies of the Gulf Coast, Justin Overstreet and Lucha Locura. Yes, these are the results. SXW US Champ Street Bandit defeated Santos to retain the title. The faction was sent from the back before this match. Santos and Street Bandit, who I don't think I've ever seen wear the same mask more than once in his career, which is kind of cool, but had a really nice back and forth match until the end, where Bandit hit a DDT, but Santos kicked out at 2. For some reason, the referee counted to 3 and then seemed confused for a second before declaring Bandit the winner. I don't know if Santos was supposed to kick out, or if there was a referee that just botched it. The Brackens brothers of Chris and Ben Brackens defeated SXW Tag Team Champions Nathan Phoenix and Preston Veston in the third by disqualification, so the championship stays the same, and it's Phoenix and Preston retained. This was a rematch from last month, and originally was billed as a handicap match, but Ben Brackens came out selling an injury from the faction's attack on him from last month. He said he wouldn't let his brother go in alone when it looked like the Brackens may still win. Preston ended up slapping the referee, causing the blatant DQ. The faction began beating on the Brackens again until Santos, Zane Stevens, and John Harley ran out to make the save. Handicap, anything goes match. Egotastic, which is a Victor Crew, and Jimmy Hinder defeated Big John Harley. This is another rematch from last month. This time around it was anything goes, and that bit Big Harley in the ass, as Harley had the match in hand. Hinder pulled out a bottle of some type of liquid and poured it in a towel and then covered Harley's face with it and rendering him unconscious, and then Egotastic pinned him to get him in. AWIF World Heavyweight Champion Justin Overstreet defeated Lucha Locura to retain the title. This was the main event. By far the best match of the evening on the card between the 2 of the very best in the Gulf Coast, in my opinion. This was a very first time that they've ever faced each other one-on-one as well. They exchanged some really nice mat wrestling in the early going. And then after a couple of nice high spots from Lucha, Things fell to the floor. They brawled around, and then Lucha attempted to dive off the apron, only to crash and burn. And then Overstreet took advantage and began to wear down the smaller Lucha Lotora with some beautiful submission holds. At one point, tying Lucha up like a pretzel on the mat. Every time Lucha were to try to speed the match up, Overstreet would cut him off and take it back to the mat. Eventually, Lucha caught Overstreet with a Frankensteiner off the top rope, but it wasn't enough for the pin. Overstreet rebounded with a superplex off the top, but it wasn't enough either. They eventually exchanged big moves until Lucha hit a frog splash off the top and seemed to have the match won and the title, but then SXW Heavyweight Champion Death Row distracted the referee. Lucha went after Death Row, and then Zane Stevens ran out and jumped Death Row. Lucha turned around right into Spinebuster from Overstreet for the win. Zane Stevens defeated SXW Heavyweight Champion Death Row by disqualification in the next match. So Death Row retained. Brawl at the end of the last match led right into this one. Don't know if the crowd was so irritated at Death Row for interrupting the previous match, or if they just loved Zane that much they were very hot for this match. Zane had a cast on his left arm, and Death Row went to work on it early on and often, slamming it to the mat, a table at ringside, and the ring post. Zane eventually made a big comeback and connected with a heel kick, only for the faction to run out and blatantly attack him, causing the disqualification. The faction was going to further injure Zane's arm until the Bracken brothers, John Harley and Santos, ran out and a huge brawl ensued. The faction eventually fled and the babyfaces challenged them to an 8-man tag right there and now. Eventually, Justin Overstreet dragged Phoenix and Preston out, and the babyfaces beat them down with their finishers. Street Bandit ran out and tried to help his buddies, only to eat a choke slam from Harley and then a frog splash from Santos. Finally, after a lot of trash talk, Death Row came back out and said that he would accept the match for June the 14th next month in Daleville. So they ended it with a nice hook for a big match for next month's event. Lucha Overstreet was terrific, and I truly hope we get to see a rematch to that one very soon. I really enjoyed watching both guys work so very hard, and it was really fun to see. That match was worth the price of pay. Thomas Roode sent us in from Alabama. Peidmont-Pro South Wrestling at the Pro South Arena. Damian Seratone and James Hardy defeated Josh Storm and Chris Gans by disqualification. Charles Anders pinned Drew Game by pinfall. Scott Aries pinned Lamar Phillips. Donnie Primetime pinned Chris McCain. Jimmy Rave and Ace have defeated Big Tomb and Jed Johnson. That was on April 18th. California Wrestling. Atwater-Fighting Spirit Pro at the FSP Arena. OMH pinned Christopher Sate. Sin pinned Jack Flagg, Nathan Brick, Shoot, Shellhammer, and Darius Jackson in an open challenge gauntlet match. Eli Everfly pinned Ali Hussein. The Channel Surfers defeated the Perfect Kings. Savannah Riley, Daniel Torch, and Bobby Hart defeated Nicole Savoy, Marcus Lewis, and Sion Final. Sean Gunn versus Tony Vargas went to a time limit draw. Joey Ryan pinned Dejon Brown. Brian Cage pinned Willie Mack. And that was the end of that for April 18th event. Pacifica-Gold Rush Pro Wrestling, also in California. At the Ingrid B. Lacey Gym, the Westside Bad Boys defeated Sioux Ka. Southern Commandos defeated the Soul Brothers. Resident Cowboys versus Creepy Show Carnival went to a no contest. Idris Jackson and J.R. Kratos defeated the Shooter Club. Virgil Flynn defeated Chupacabra. Jeff Cobb and Marcus Jackson in a fatal four-way to become the new Dynamite Division champion. Rick Luxury pinned Dylan Drake to become the new Gold Rush heavyweight champion. J.R. Kratos and Idris Jackson defeated the Suburban Commandos and West Side Bad Boys in a ladder match to become the new tag team champions. And that results came from the 426 event. From Delaware, Newark-RightCoastPro Wrestling at RCP Arena, Sean Royal defeated Bazooka Joe. I thought that was a chewing gum. Francis Kipling Stevens and Ryan Rush in a fatal four-way match to become the new Right Coast Pro champions. Mozart Fontaine defeated Michael Blake in a ladder match. Sean Royal pinned Billy Bax. Pedro Duro defeated Colton Quest by disqualification. Courageous Cruz defeated Nicholas Solo by countout. Sean Royal won the fight for fame and fortune battle royal, and that was for May the 3rd. Results from Florida, Mossy Head-AIWF Culture Shock Wrestling at the CSW Arena. Mr. Big pinned Buddha. David Prime pinned Zane Stevens. Shaun of Sexy with Chuck Diamond and Shane Gibson defeated Initial Shock of JT Angel and Extreme G. Chris Bracken pinned Logan Page. Lucha Locora pinned Chris Ty. Marcus Gibbs and Street Bandit defeated the First. A team of Darius Kane and Victor Cruz, and Team CSW, Brian Cage and Suicidal Soldier in a three-way tag team title match. Getter Brown pinned DJ Dust. Justin Overstreet defeated Lance Smart by countout. John Riker defeated Billy Race. Michael Metal, Cali Kidd, Nathan Beast, and Jimmy Hinder in a four corners match. It's a four corners of hell. Six-way elimination match to become the new CSW champion. Illinois results from Berwyn-Anarchy Pro Wrestling at the Berwyn Eagles Club. The Enforcers defeated Natural Fury to become the new Anarchy Pro Tag Team Champions. Shane Eaton defeated BPB. Damian Tyler and Brad Kevins in an elimination style fatal four-way. Mike Daniels pinned Joey Britton. San Diego pinned Jack Carpenter. Shane Fury pinned Marcelo Spade. Jeff Troy pinned Kevin Cross. David Allen pinned Zek. Superbad versus The Allure went to a no contest. Machine and Anthony defeated Willie Richardson and Beast. Max Holiday pinned Buddy Roberts Jr. I wonder if he's any kin to the Freebird Buddy Roberts. And that was a 419 result. Chicago League of Wrestlers at the St. Francis De Sales High School results. Big Titan won an over-the-top battle royal. Big Titan pinned Dakota Prodigy. Marty Patron and Just Amazing defeating Los Robios by countout. Mike Lowry pinned Damon Tyler. Rion Skills pinned Damon Dune to become the new LOW low heavyweight champion. Big Titan pinned Rion Skills to become the new low heavyweight champion. EKW pinned Celine Gray. Don Juan Diaz pinned Matt Creed to become the new low league champion. Don Juan Diaz pinned Rage. I wonder if that's the same Rage from TEW. Texas Elite Wrestling. I doubt it. Chris Classic defeated D'Angelo Steele in a lumberjack match, but it would be great to have Rage, if he's an awesome wrestler himself, to go out of Texas and become a wrestler in Illinois or anywhere outside of Texas. Chris Classic defeated D'Angelo Steele in a lumberjack match to close out the 425 event. Kankakee in Chicago Style Wrestling, Southland at TNT Hitting. Acid Jazz pinned Overload. Tri-State Airstrike of Colin Smith and Chris Miller defeated Ricky the Janitor and Bane. Diego Corleone pinned Joey Rose. Colin Cambridge defeated Brad Kevins and Mike Matthews in a triple threat Metro Division contenders match. Steve Bowes pinned GPA. Sean Milligan pinned Mario Andrew Cruvillo. Hunter Payne pinned the Lunatic. Marcia Rocket pinned Matt Manchester to close out the April 26th event. That concludes part one of the Indies. Wrestling. Thanks again. Peace out.